A phrase that comes to my mind often when it comes to neighboring is, I'm going to pull from Henry Cloud. He says, acceptance does not equal agreement. And so I think that's been helpful for Chris and I as we've built relationships with neighbors who are, in some cases, really different from us, that in a culture that tells us that you have to accept everyone's beliefs before, you can be in relationship with them, that it's like, no, we can be freed up to have different convictions, have different worldviews, have different parenting styles or whatever it is, and we can still be really good friends. If you could just use the phrase, I can see where you're coming from, that would literally make you a millionaire in neighboring, a millionaire in your life. If you could use that phrase, I can see how you'd feel that way, or I can see where you're coming from, as a parent, as a spouse, as a friend, but as a neighbor, those words are so powerful. I've been in situations before where someone shares a part of their story with me, sometimes a really painful story, or sometimes a story where they know they're introducing some of their maybe different worldviews. And instead of feeling the need to defend my view or my viewpoint, I don't have to. I can be totally freed up to listen and to say, I can see where you're coming from. And sometimes that's hard to do. It's hard to see where people are coming from. It's work. And that's a work of faith that we can actually put ourselves in their shoes and say, you know what? I can see where you're coming from. And those are power words. Those are life-giving words. And those are words that if you say those out loud, get ready to build relationships, especially with your neighbors.